already said, my name is Petter again. I'm heading digital business at White Arkitekter. Digital business is a horizontal business and innovation unit helping organizations harness digitalization for the built environment. We are also in digital business, one of the actors managing White's innovation system. Which brings me to today's topic, how to go from creativity to new business, building an internal innovation practice. As we all know, our planet is in pain, and the built environment adds to it. This is a driver for innovation and for the construction industry to innovate. And it grows increasingly stronger, this trend. At the same time, the construction industry is performing poorly since years back. The value chain is fragmented, siloed even between the different actors. And the level of inefficiency across the building life cycle is considerable. The digitalization rate has been lower than in almost every other industry. And all of this makes this industry ripe for disruption. And now things are changing. Venture capital is being pumped into tech startups at an increasing rate. The value chain is slowly being transformed by modular building, real-time design, 3D printing, sensors, and other technologies, and new business models. Software and AI will eat this world too and bring new value. White Arkitekter is Scandinavia's leading architectural practice. We are an employee-owned collective of around 800 people, with projects in Europe, Canada, and Eastern Africa. Oh, sorry. My colleagues at White are very passionate about their work, beyond what I've seen at other companies. Knowledge and curiosity remain as our fundamental business assets since White was established in 1951. Research and development has also been a fundamental part of our working culture ever since. But although our ideas and knowledge benefit our projects and customers, they have rarely resulted in new products or new businesses. That and the other challenges that White, as part of the construction industry, faces is what made our CEO call for what is now our innovation practice. We call it an innovation lab, as many do, but it is more of a company-wide virtual practice. It's not a place, and it certainly is not intended as some kind of a satellite. In it, innovation teams from across the company drive ideas towards the market, fueled by incremental investments. White's Innovation Lab is centrally governed, providing bottom-up support for entrepreneurs and top-down overview of projects and investments. An innovation committee governs our innovation portfolio and selects promising ideas in line with our innovation thesis to bet on. Each team has an innovation coach, and progress is periodically reviewed by the innovation committee according to a project scorecard. The innovation committee consists of key players from central functions and offices across the company. Our innovation process has 4 stages. We apply a structured way of work based on lean startup, service design, and agile. to onboard people and introduce new ways of work quickly. We use best practice and easily digested literature. So, how did we set this up? We started in early 2020, and it was kind of a bootstrap operation. We had a steering committee and a working team of around 2 to 3 people. One key player was a consultant, Jens Wedin, working for 71 Consulting, who'd set up similar systems at other companies. I had just started at White, and running a business and innovation unit, I was in bad need of a functional innovation system. And so we put a lot of time and energy into this. We used best practice and built our own innovation system rather than buy into someone else's. Why? Well, to get to market fast, to learn before we spend, and to stay within our limited budget. We could always and can always change route later, but we needed a quick start. We defined the minimum viable innovation system and scouted out a pair of projects that were suitable to test the framework we were building. They were both such that we deemed them having a good chance of creating revenue with shorter notice. That would give us quick wins to win market to market the innovation practice internally. Building an innovation system is, as you know, highly complex and time-consuming. And after 3 months, we recruited Lars-Erik Nilsson as project manager from Digital Office, which is our IT and development department, and our CIO, Peter Lekovius, who was also in the steering committee, and who is my partner in crime in many ways and many things. We recruited them to the working group to speed up things. And together with Jens and support from the steering committee, we packaged the innovation system into training material, and we created communication assets for the launch. And we also added 2 more innovation projects to field test the latest iteration of the innovation system. We went live the 1st of January this year, and then and since then we've done a lot of internal marketing to inform and to inspire our colleagues to apply to the innovation system. There is a lot of interest, and we do get applications, but it's apparent that the company's strong focus on occupancy is a strong competitor for our colleagues' time, of course. We have trained the first generation of internal innovation coaches to help coach our teams together with external support, and we're learning as we go. Currently, we have 7 projects in different stages of the innovation process. 2 of them have already started delivering revenues. The most successful one is Recapture, a service combining digitalization of buildings, sustainability expertise, and automation table reuse of materials at scale. It already has 4 customers in Sweden and Germany, and has been highlighted in both Swedish and international press. Right now we're evaluating the journey so far. We have a much better understanding of what we need now and in which direction to go next. optimization and a stronger focus on business design skills will be very important, as will matters such as financing and external partnerships in our ecosystem. Thank you.